Hello, let us discuss another problem on development of lateral surfaces. In this problem, a pentagonal prism of base side 30 mm and axis 70 mm is resting on its base on the HP with a rectangular face parallel to the VP. Now this base is kept on HP, therefore you will draw top view of this pentagonal prism first. In that top view you have to draw one pentagon with one rectangular face is parallel to VP, so you have to draw one line of pentagon parallel to XY line. So let's draw that. XY line you have drawn first, then draw one pentagon with side 30 mm and one side I have kept one side parallel to XY line. Now this side I have kept nearer to the XY line. Nothing is mentioned, so I have kept this nearer to XY line. You can draw this line here also at bottom, and you can draw pentagon upside down in another way. Now these angles are 108 degree. Using these angles you can draw. Now this is a prism, so there are two bases. One is kept on HP. So mark this all the points, all corner points. When you look from this direction, that is in front view, this base will appear on XY line. So first mark these points on XY line. Now height of this prism is given 70 mm. So all these sides A, B, C, these three sides will be visible. So through these points, draw vertical lines of length 70 mm. So this is 70 mm. You can see that lines from A, B, C. These A, B, C are visible, and from E and D these are not visible. So these should be dashed line, but for the construction purpose I have drawn thin line here now. Later I will convert that into dash line. Now it is cut by an auxiliary inclined plane whose vertical trace is inclined at 45 degree to the reference line. That means from XY line you have to draw another line, section line, which is inclined at an angle of 45 degree, and it is passes through the midpoint of the axis. So first mark midpoint of the axis. So this is midpoint. From this midpoint draw one line at an angle of 45 degree. So this angle is 45 degree, and draw this line. Now this section line is cutting different edges at different points. So these are the edges. So these are the vertical edges from different points. These are cut at different points. So mark these points as 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash and 5 dash. So these 5 edges are cut at 5 points. Now once you have drawn this, you can project all these points. I have made thick these lines through A dash up to here it is there, and this part is cut and removed, top part. So B to 2 and C to 3, these are visible. From E and D, these are not visible when you look from this side. So these are drawn as dash lines. Now project all these points. I have projected all these points. So this will appear in place of A, B, C, D, E. There itself A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will come. And this entire part is cut from one end to other end. So this entire part you have to hatch thin lines, approximately 45 degree equally spaced lines. In this way you have completed front view and top view of the truncated prism. Now you have to draw development of the lateral surfaces of this truncated prism. What you have to do, from the bottom and top you have to draw two horizontal lines from the top and from bottom. And here you start from one point A. I am starting from point A here, and mark equidistant points. All are of 30 mm. And this line is divided into 5 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It starts with A, ends with A. Now from all these points draw vertical lines which represent these vertical edges of the prism. These are all uncut vertical edges. Now these edges are cut by the section plane, so at different points, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, all these points. Now shift these points in these edges. So from A, these are the two edges from A. So from 1 dash is the point. So mark these 2 points as 1. This is 1. This is 1. Similarly, from 2 also draw from 2. 2 is the point which section plane cuts the edge from B. Edge from B. So this is edge from B. So this point should be 2. Similarly, you will get 3, which is point on C. So this is C. This point on C. In this way, you will get 4 and 5 also. Once you get all these points, join all these points in sequence. And these are the edges A to 1, B to 2. These are still there, and top top part. These lines are cut and removed, that's why these are all thin lines, and this I have made thick lines because this is what the required development of the solid